assessment of an application such as this. The fact that there was no inspection whatever of this building by any member of the fire brigade, either in the fire prevention department or firefighting service, from the day it opened until the fire, was one of the most disquieting facts to emerge at the inquiry. When the building was opened to the public, the owners were under a high degree of responsibility to ensure that the premises were properly and efficiently marked so as to ensure fire safety. This they manifestly failed to do. Mr. Eamon Butterley bears a special responsibility for the practice of keeping emergency exits secured with chains and padlocks, a recklessly dangerous practice. Nevertheless, it is the view of this tribunal that the origin of the fire was in all probability arson.
Probable arson. What sort of answer is that?
Bastard didn't even have the decency to turn up.
Mr. Butterley, have you any comment to make on the outcome of the tribunal?
Well, we have been vindicated. I see no reason why it shouldn't be business as usual.
Is it true your intention is to claim against Dublin Corporation for malicious damages?
Thank you.
I have to get out.
Are you all right, love?
Just need a bit of air. Right, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Didn't expect such a big turnout. I suppose we better get down to business. You all know me and Jim, and you all recognise Mr. Hanaho.
FO's Army. Up the dubs.
He's agreed to be our solicitor.
And what gives you the right to represent us, what?
Well, I'm not trying
Well,
to
are you organising anything? Ah, it's Flash Harry, what? And his bleeding dancing queen of a brother there.
Why not just fuck off?
Don't tell me to fuck off. I'll get over there and thump the head out of you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Come on then, you're shy, mate.
I'll reorganise your bleeding face for you.
That's enough!
So.
Please! If we don't stick together, we're never going to get anywhere. With the help of our solicitor, we examined the 600-page tribunal report.
Black smoke started falling.
310 witnesses were heard over 7 months, including Eamon Butterley, the owner of the Stardust. The report said that the Stardust did not comply with 12 public resort bylaws, 12 fire protection standards, and 6 draft building regulations. The report states that there is no evidence of an accidental origin of the fire, and equally no evidence that the fire was started deliberately. But the report does arrive at the legal probability of arson. Probable arson, but no evidence. The probable arson ruling gave Eamon Butterley solid ground to pursue his £3 million malicious damages case against Dublin Corporation, which he lodged within a week of the fire. The tribunal found that the main entrance, exit 2, was inadequate as an escape route. The outer doors of the main entrance were kept permanently shuttered. Steel plates were welded internally to the inside of the toilet windows. There were also vertical bars welded to the outside of the windows. And of the 5 emergency exits, exit 3 was locked with a padlock and chain. Exits 4 and 5 had a padlock and chain draped across the panic bars. The decision to keep exits locked and chained was made by Mr. Eamon Butterley.
I asked Tom Kennan, the head doorman, if all fire exits were unlocked, and he answered me that they were, and he had men stationed at each exit in accordance with standard procedure. I personally saw that 2 of the exits were open.
There were chains on them.
People saw the chains on the door!
How can you say that? How can you say that? we've prepared a brief statement. As representatives of the Stardust victims, we wish to make it clear that we have no problem with the legal probability of arson arrived at by Justice Keane. But we emphasise that no positive finding of arson was arrived at and no such evidence to date has materialised. We welcome his damning indictment of Mr. Eamon Butterley, in particular with regards to Mr. Butterley's recklessly dangerous practice of keeping exit doors chained or locked. All he had to do was hire an extra 3 men to supervise the doors. 3? Wouldn't have cost him any more than 50 quid. That's roughly £1 for each life lost. £1. On receipt of legal advice, we have forwarded a letter to the Director of Public Prosecutions, Mr. Eamon Barnes, calling for the owners of the Stardust to be prosecuted for manslaughter on the charge of reckless negligence leading to death. Where have you been?
You should be in bed.
You have to deal with the living too, John.
Not now, Chrissy.
Talk to me. Don't clam up on me.
Say what?
I don't care anything.
You shouldn't have let them go.
Are you saying it's my fault?
No.
Then why did you say that?
I don't know.
It's just what, John? All this time? Is that what you've been thinking? It's my fault?
No one gives a damn. Our girls are 6 feet under and no one gives a fuck!
Don't you blame me. Don't you dare blame me! I'm trying to hold it together, keep this family together, and you're like pricking around in your pool table down in the shed!
What the fuck do you want me to do?
Help me! Don't you ever say that to me again.
Jesus.
Why won't you look at me? You shouldn't have pretended they were still alive.
about them?
Hi, Jimmy.
Carol.
How's it going?
Getting there, you know.
Kept meaning to get in and see you, but you know yourself, the longer you leave it.
All right, lads.
Messers, the pair of them. Had to get someone in. Sorry, Jimmy.
Mr. Hoy's office, please. Keegan. Christine. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sure, I'll hold.
Can I help?
Well, if he could get back to us, this is our fourth time to call him. I realise he's a very busy man, but he's also our public representative. And right now, I think he needs all the positive publicity he can get.
Who's next?
It's Gerald.
Ma'am.
It has been brought to our attention that a Garda report submitted to the Director of Public Prosecutions opens the possibility that the cause of the fire might not have been malicious, but a result of either faulty wiring or a defective heating system. This report does not seem to have been taken on board. We also find the DPP's decision that there are insufficient grounds to prosecute the owners of the Stardust, both contradictory and dismissive of the tribunal's findings. It's a great shock to learn that nobody is to be held accountable or responsible for the deaths of our children.
Despite the fact that
Higher that up.
evidence has emerged since the Tribunal of Inquiry in 1981, Judge O'Hanlon said he was satisfied that the fire was started maliciously. Eamon Butterly said the finding was final proof of what he had always maintained. Today, the judge approved a settlement figure of just over £580,000 in favour of Mr. Butterly.
What do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. It's not you I'm after. Congratulations on your compo. Out celebrating, were you? Were you, Butterly? Well, were you?
What do you want, John?
Don't you call me by my name.
Right. Let's all just calm down, huh? Why don't you come inside and have a drink and we'll talk about it?
Are you for real? What would you do if you were me? If your kids, your flesh and blood, died in that crematorium, huh?
Look, just put the chain down, please, John.
I warned you.
Look, this is going to have to stop. Oh!
Oh! Oh! Better call the guards. Oh, Jesus Christ. They died inside that door. Inside your door.